Hello friends, Catherine Doss here with Cat's Keto Crew, and it's Let's Talk About It Tuesday, okay? So I gave you some options of what you wanted to talk about, and it does not surprise me one bit that most people want to know about how to get back on track after cheating. Especially during this time of the year, y'all. Like, I know, I get it. Thanksgiving was right there, Christmas is coming up. There are all sorts of holiday parties and all sorts of things. And, well, the cheats happen, right? So I thought I would just show you over here, like, my husband's gonna be so embarrassed. But, like, I don't have to go far to find the cheats. So, like, as you're jumping on, like, what's your biggest cheat? Okay, is it cereal? Okay, my kids can't get enough Cinnamon Toast Crunch. Like, it's pretty constant. I have to buy it in the family size, and our family's not eating it. Okay, I don't have to dig real far to find peanut butter Oreos. Okay, are sweets your biggest cheat? Okay, can you not get enough sweets? Or those the things you're always wanting? What about my salty people? Okay, is your biggest issues pizza, Pringles, or pretzels, or maybe something of that extent? Okay, so like the cheats, yes, we talk about cheats when you are at that holiday party or it's one of those big holiday days, but to be honest, those cheats are around constantly, okay? So how do you, first of all, how do you avoid eating all of those? And secondly, what do you do if by chance you have eaten an entire bag of pretzels, okay? So, first off, we talked about it this morning. Give yourself a little bit of grace, okay? So figure out, why did you eat it? If it was on Thanksgiving, y'all, and you were sitting around with your family and you were celebrating and making memories, like, there should not be 1 ounce of guilt, okay? Because that's a day that you're getting to celebrate with the people that you love. Now, if you mindlessly came home and ate a bag of pretzels, you need to figure out what triggered you to eat that bag of pretzels, okay? Because there are different keto options out there. We talk a lot about keto swaps and different things. So if you're finding that you're just mindlessly eating some of this crap, we can help and we can find you some of those swaps. But give yourself a little bit of grace. Okay, so now that that is established, let's talk about what happens now, okay? Because now we've eaten. I don't see, okay, there's Stacy. I was like, no one has any cheat weaknesses? Stacy says chips and cookies. Those, yep, those are on the cheat list, okay? To be totally honest, y'all are probably gonna laugh at my cheat weakness. My cheat weakness is Mexican food, is tacos and margaritas. Like, I can turn down a piece of cake or a donut like an absolute champ, but you put a taco in front of me, like with the shell and a margarita right next to it, and it's over. Like, it's rough. So, what do I do after Taco Tuesday, right? It's Taco Tuesday, which we never get to celebrate because we're always at baton and gymnastics, but I celebrate some other days. So what do I do when I come home and I've now eaten a taco and drank a margarita? Because y'all, life happens. So, first things first. You get the biggest water jug that you can get, or the biggest cup that is in your cupboard, and you fill that bad boy and you start chugging, okay? So I know water is so important on the keto diet, but it's even more important after a cheat, because we are going to try to flush out all of those carbs that you probably just took in, okay? So water. And I'm talking like that night before you go to bed, okay? Not just the next day, not just the day after the cheat. Like, if you know you've cheated and you're about to go to bed, you better pound yourself some water, okay? This is one of my favorite things ever, okay? It is a full gallon of water, and y'all, I need a challenge to keep me going sometimes. Like, I'm all about challenges because then it, like, keeps me motivated. So, I love this water bottle because it does list out times, like, oh, you should be here at this time, and I don't want to, like, disappoint myself. so I keep drinking, which is good. It's good. Okay, so first tip is water after that cheat. Secondly, is the next day, okay? So most cheats, I think, happen for most people in the evening time. So now we've pounded back our water at night. We're going to wake up and we are going to intermittent fast, okay? No food until noon, okay? At least try to make it until noon that next day. Let your body work on those carbs that you just ingested, because if you had a really good cheat, it's got enough carbs to break down, okay? So you don't need to fill it up the next morning with more food. Let it digest those carbs, let it break down that glycogen, let yourself get back into ketosis. A way to speed up that process while you're intermittent fasting is to exercise. And I'm not saying go be a CrossFit champion. I'm saying go take the dog for a walk. Okay, go to the mall and park a little bit farther away, which at this time of the year is easy to do because, dear Lord, there's so many people at the mall, okay? So, park a little bit farther away. Take the dog for a walk. Go play with your kids outside, okay? Any of those things to get you moving is going to help you burn off whatever that cheat was, okay, as well as start breaking down your glycogen as well, okay? So, we're chugging water, right? We're intermittent fasting, which means we are not eating food until about noon. You can have black coffee, okay? You can have green tea. Don't put creamer in it. Don't put sugar in it, okay? So we're trying to get our body to burn off our cheat. What you can incorporate in the morning if you are really ready to get right back on track, which is, y'all, Taco Tuesday kills me. Okay, our ketones, okay? So these will not break your intermittent fast. They are only going to help you break down that glucose and speed up that fat metabolism quicker, okay? So if I have a really, to be totally honest, if I have a really horrific cheat the night before, sometimes I double up on my ketones in the morning, okay? So you've seen me with some of my concoctions that I'll mix two flavors together, and there's a lot of people who are like, are you doing half and half? Yes, a lot of times I do half and half, but if it's been an atrocious cheat and I'm ready to get myself back into ketosis, feeling that energy, feeling that appetite control so I can intermittent fast even longer, then yes, I'm gonna double up on my ketones while I intermittent fast. They will not break the fast the morning after a cheat, okay? So I am going to do that as well. So we're chugging water. Gosh, this thing is heavy. I see someone asked, where did I find this? I found this off of Amazon, by the way. So, chugging water, I'm intermittent fasting and exercising, walking the dog. The next morning, I'm incorporating ketones into my routine and I'm giving myself a little grace. But, as I mentioned before, it is probably a time to reflect as to why those cheats happened, okay? So I know we talked about like Thanksgiving meals and those ones are okay, but if you find yourself mindlessly cheating throughout the day, I highly encourage you to reboot with me this month because it will teach you so much about your willpower and when and where those mindless food choices come in, okay? It is never, like on an average day, I can say, especially if I'm tracking with Carb Manager, I can say, oh, you know, a little handful of nuts here won't hurt, or oh, look, another piece of cheese, or oh, I've eaten some more pepperoni slices. Okay, those little things add up. And it's during the reboot, it's during the 60-hour prolonged fast that you figure out what triggers you to go eat something maybe off the counter. And those are all keto things, but what triggers you to go eat? Are you truly hungry? Or are you just literally mindlessly eating because that's what you do at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, okay? So if you find yourself in a cheat pattern, I definitely encourage you to reboot with me this month, especially before Santa comes down that chimney. Because, y'all, I'm choking, I need more water. Because those cheats are gonna be everywhere. Yeah, it's just my bottle, I can drink out of it. So, I encourage you to reboot with me if you are struggling on the cheat pattern. I encourage you to give ketones a try if you're finding that intermittent fasting is difficult. or you're really wanting to get back into ketosis quickly after some sort of, I don't know, Taco Tuesday disaster. So hopefully this helps. Let me know below if this has been helpful, and we will have more Talk About Tuesdays, and I will be in touch. Chat with you later. Bye.